Okay, women, I want to talk about how we are actually over-sexualizing ourselves. Whether that's because we're doing it for our man's approval or a man's approval, or for society's approval, or because you want others to see you that way. I believe as women, we're starting to over-sexualize that, and then men can only see that. When that's not all they think about. It's, you know, there's many men who will say that society has created in us women that you have to be a certain way to seem sexy to your man. And let me tell you what is sexy. And this is based off, there's nothing against that HUAUK-TU girl. I mean, I don't find her appealing, so I definitely scroll if she ever comes across my page. But as my husband and I were going through, he was watching it, and I'm like, I don't even understand the whole thing. So then he gave it, you know, told me, and I'm like, that's what makes me think. Like, I like to keep my sexual abilities to myself. I like to keep it a secret. It's sexier as a secret. It's like nobody else knows your real superpower. And I think when your husband sees that you don't kiss and tell, that you respect yourself and you respect him and you respect your intimate time, you know? And I think that's what everyone is really going after, is intimacy, not sex, not just sex. I mean, sex is great, but when you add that intimate part, that's where it's life-changing. That's where it's relationship-changing. And it's not easy, and it's not easy to keep. You're constantly having to work at it. Okay, so these are my two best. Esther Perel. Okay, Esther Perel, she is a sex psychologist. She's phenomenal. Like, the way she delivers her material, her research, and her years of expertise is thought-provoking, but I understand it, and it makes me, you know, it's a very fascinating whole as a concept, I believe, you know. So, and those two books that I read is The State of Affairs and Mating in Captivity. Okay, the Mating in Captivity was astounding. Like, literally, if you have not read any podcasts on her, or listened to any podcasts, or seen one of her TED Talks, I highly recommend it. But I also think we need to start, you know, bring the playfulness back. I feel like we're so direct now, and there's no game or challenge. And even in a relationship, you can still have that. You can still chase each other. Like, it doesn't end ever unless you choose for it to. And yes, you've got to communicate, but I think we need to stop the whole, like, to me, that's very masculine. Like, her behavior of her kiss and telling is very masculine. And that's not something I would want to portray. And I don't think I'd attract a man that likes that. Prove that, you know, because they want somebody more direct. And that's why I've married my man, because he likes my femininity. Which I've started to say anytime he goes to do something, I'm like, all right, or I'll ask, do you need my help? And he goes, no. And I'm like, all right, I'll just sit here and bask in my own femininity. So anyways, girls, we don't have to over-sexualize ourselves. We can be very sexual, but you don't have to overly sex yourselves, and keep it a secret with the one you love. Okay, that's it. Those are my thoughts. And trust me, I have had so much experience, not sleeping with a lot of different men, but a lot of experience. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, bye.